So I was in art school, community college in Roanoke, and I met this guy at a record store, a nice suit, and I think he'd been on the cover of the local magazine as being the best business person, young business person, where I grew up. And he called and asked me out. But he had a nice big house, and that was the first time I ever tried, and the only time I ever tried cocaine. He had fur coats because he would go out to Aspen with I guess he had 2 fur coats for his girlfriend. But it was all right, I didn't sleep all night, and I ended up in a psychiatric hospital in a few days because I wasn't sleeping. It really set me off, so I never did it again. But for me, it wasn't good. It was also scary what it does to your heart and things like that. I like to explore and test stuff, and he had been doing it, so it wasn't during a time when fentanyl was a problem. It was just in the 80s, and a lot of people were doing cocaine in the 80s. But yeah, it was not a good drug for me, and I don't like marijuana. I tried that in college, so I have mania. I have a high level of energy, but on my medicines for bipolar, I don't have as much, so I miss that. I actually feel tired sometimes, and it's just not that way when you're manic. I got upset when my sister invited my family out to the farm on Christmas and Thanksgiving and didn't invite me. She didn't like me. I think it's more her problem, because I've tried. But I ripped out all the carpet in my apartment twice, 3 times. I don't like wall-to-wall carpet because it's plastic and it feels like plastic. I don't like it. They used to make it out of wool, but I'm not a fan of it. Gathers dust and it doesn't feel good because it's plastic. I can feel the plastic. But so I had painted up all that carpet and I hung it on my walls. Of course, my dad gets upset and he says I've trashed my apartment, but I didn't. I just pulled the carpet out. And then I took it off the walls and I put it out in the street because I was thinking about Andy Warhol saying, carpet the streets. And I actually did a painting when I was at community college at Blue Ridge. And my professor, John Bell, looked at it and he goes, it looks like a piece of carpet. So then I worked on it some more and I became fast cash because that's a way to earn fast cash and cheaply kind of take advantage of the consumer for something that's so cheap and so terrible as wall-to-wall carpet. And then, I got out of it a lot because the carpet was over 6 years, and legally an apartment can't keep it if it's old carpet. They can't keep it. So if you tear carpet out and it's over a certain amount of years, they have to prove that they just put it in. So I ended up not having to pay for it because it was old carpet. And I like the floors much better. I paint the floors. I have wood floors. Felt better. Richard Carline did a video. I remember my professor, and it was just him walking on wood floors with bare feet. I remember that one.